Roughly November of 2012, I discovered that my favorite band would be coming to LA from Scotland, and I decided I really wanted to go, seeing as it's my favorite band and they rarely come to America.
First and foremost, Sergio's a fuck. Because he was the one that dragged us to that godforsaken place.
I immediately proceeded to buy myself a ticket and asked my best friends, Carter, Bobby, and Thomas, if they would be interested in having tickets as well.
I remember volunteering to drive, but I didn't want to go because the band's kind of not that good, in my opinion.
Let me tell you right now, Bobby should not have been driving that night, and that's what I remember most clearly, because he was sick as a dog, and he had had all the cough medication that you can imagine, and he was delirious. The whole ride up, we were just angry, and we're just like, fuck you, Sergio, you're the worst person alive, because we were in like 3-hour traffic, and everyone was just screaming nonsense, and fucking Carter was yelling "Bowl" the whole time, and it was so bizarre. We showed up, and Sergio was like, oh, well, my Romanian ID says I'm 21, and we have to be 21 to get into this event. And so Sergio lied and got in, and we're like, we're not gonna risk that. And you know, in hindsight, we were pussies. We probably should have risked that, because what are they gonna say? Then things got weird. We went to this, it was a laundromat, arcade, Subway, and Starbucks all combined into one.
I don't remember what we talked about there. I think it was Christmas. It wasn't Christmas.
It was Christmas.
It was Christmas. There's Christmas music. That's what it was. That was super weird.
Like, we sat outside and I smoked a Black and Mild and it ripped apart my lungs and I was just like, boys, this is college. Okay, so we were driving just very normally, and I don't even remember why, but like there was this like Chinese restaurant, and there was like this little like islet of concrete, and Bobby drove onto the concrete, and we almost drove into the Chinese restaurant because he was so high on cough medication.
I was not even fully convinced that I wasn't on a curb. Like, I thought I was okay for a while until I saw like there was a pole in the middle of it, and I was like, there's not poles where you're supposed to be driving, so.
The show was great. I had a wonderful time.
And it was just a very surreal experience. It kind of felt like I was in limbo. I think the place that we cannot name is the Los Angeles equivalent of limbo.
We made a pact that night that if anybody said the name of the city, you would have to take a shot of some type of Tabasco or hot sauce.
I found them by a laundromat, and they were out of their mind. I had never really seen them in that state before. I don't know what transpired over the 45 minutes I was gone, because the band played a very short set.
I think we were there for like 4 hours.
We were.
I don't
We were
remember
stuck.
a minute of it.
And then we picked up Sergio, and he was like super sweaty, and then he had one beer, but he was like fucking wasted off his ass because he's a lightweight.
The entire way back, we were just like spouting nonsense and yelling words over and over again.
That was the drive where we came up with this character who's an insane homeless man who thinks he's John Mayer, and then we went back to the dorms, and everyone thought we were drunk because we were just screaming, "Oh, John Mayer!" in a British accent.
The guys like to annoy me about the event by blaming the entirety on me of everything that transpired. However, I can't see how any of this is my fault.
The thesis of this film is that Sergio's a fuck.
It doesn't make the entire event
You
my
didn't
fault.
give a single shit that the rest of us couldn't go to the bar. You were just like, oh well, see you guys, gonna go get in line.
You guys all told me to get out of the car and stand in line.
Yeah, 'cause we were pissed off at you for making us drive an hour and a half through LA traffic.
You guys literally said, get the fuck out.
It was a strange one.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna say it so I can take a shot of hot sauce on camera. That was our trip to Silver Lake.